Oh,
Welcome
crap.
to the weekend and welcome to the season finale of what is this called? Preview thing. Afternoon, everybody. Hope you're doing well. And welcome to the weekend preview where we are on the beach. Why is this not live?
Let me check.
Is it live? Are we live? Oh, no, it is live. Okay.
We are live.
We're live. All right, my bad. Anyway, I've lost my flow. I hope you guys are doing well. As always, please don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe to Forest Fan TV if you are new. And is there any point in this weekend, boys? Because is anyone playing for anything?
Is there any point in this season, to be honest? That's what I want to say. This is the worst Premier League season in history, I'd say, to be honest. And I'm not just saying that it's going to be the worst season Man U've ever had in the Premier League. I'm saying outside of Villa, what club can actually hold their head up high and say we've had a great season?
Man City, but 115.
Man City don't count. They've only had a great season because they've freaking avoided the 115 charges for another year. Give me one other team that's had a great season.
But I don't think you can say that, man, because the title race had 3 horses in it technically for quite a while until Liverpool flopped. And the relegation battle, like Forest looked like they were going down most of the season because they've been so bad. But
but are Liverpool fans going to say they had a great season? Are Arsenal fans going to say they had a great season? They're going to win nothing.
I'd say Arsenal fans, they would say they've had a great season. Yeah, they'd argue that they're playing against one of the best teams ever.
That's the losers' mentality. Look, can we agree there is definitely one team that had a great season?
Who?
Sheffield, of course. Broke
record
100, got relegated nice and early, so their fans were relaxed, no stress, and they're back where they belong, playing against the proper Sheffield team in Wednesday next season. So you can't say everyone's had a bad season.
All 3 of us have had a bad season. We can't deny that.
Who's had the worst out of us 3?
I'd say Man U.
I'd say Man U. Chat, who's had the worst season? Forest, Man U.
Well, let's think about this. Spurs were in a title race of 10 games, failed. Then they were in a Champions League race, failed. I mean, what kind of season is that?
No, but it's not. I don't like it. People just say, at least we were there to fail. You weren't there at all. You didn't even show up.
Nah, we've been in the Champions League equation since till maybe a month ago.
Don't forget. Twister saying they were at one point they were 3 points behind Man City. I remember that.
Who, Man U?
Yeah, you were saying that. Yeah.
That seems like a long time ago, man. But you're coming from Forest here, man. Forest have literally done what it says in the tin, the bare minimum. The bare minimum this season, man. And that is a low bar to have because the 3 that came up from the Championship this year, I'd say arguably the worst 3 combined teams in the history of the Premier League. And you finished 1 above them, man. So you've basically finished.
Yeah, but why stress yourselves out? It's like you might as well just finish the race. It's like Formula 1.
You've not been stressed. You're the one with the suspected heart attack here, man. You've had a suspected heart attack. You've not been stressed.
I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about Forest here, right? It's like Formula 1. If you finish outside the points, let's say 8th, all the way down to 20th, you might as well retire the car. You're still going to start the next race.
Man, that you are not thinking like Marinakis is thinking. Marinakis was thinking last year, it should have been this year. Just get the job done. This year was his This year was his 12th, 13th Crystal Palace season. Next year, Marinakis would have been wanting freaking pushing top 10, pushing maybe Europe, man. You know what he wants? He's progression and fast forward. So,
well, can we ask the real question though? Can we ask the real question? Okay. Spurs fans, freaking Postecoglou coming out and having an absolute pop at them, right? Well, what are you saying to all of this, Mo? Like, where do you stand on this? And are you like, no, you're not. Where do you stand on this? Did you want Spurs to lose? Let's start with that.
I don't know, man. It's a tough one. Look, if I could guarantee that we beat City and then we obviously are going to beat Sheffield United. And then we get top 4, then I would take it. But most likely, Villa are not going to. I don't know. They do have Palace. It's a toughie. Villa probably weren't going to slip up. They probably weren't going to slip up. So in that case, I might as well just lose to Man City and screw over Arsenal at the same time.
So you want?
So yeah. So in short, yeah, I prefer that we lost.
You're definitely lagging, man. Get out and come back in.
Big Ange couldn't figure it out, man. He couldn't understand it. And apparently the Spurs supporters clubs are wanting to have a meeting with Big Ange to explain why they wanted to lose that game and Arsenal to not win the title more than getting the Champions League, man. That's how dedicated these fans are to losing that game.
All right, but let me put it like this. Let me put it to you and I'll put it to the chat, right? So if Derby were Arsenal, chat, right? And Forest was Spurs and we were playing Man City, what would you have done? And what would you do, Nick? Say you were Spurs and Arsenal or Liverpool.
Who's the team winning it in my scenario? Man City.
Liverpool.
As in the other team winning it.
You're about to play Man City.
Yeah.
If you beat Man City, you give Liverpool the title.
Yeah, I'd take the loss, man. I'd take the L.
That's just weak mentality. That's weak mentality.
Is it though? We're never going to win the Champions. We're never going to win the Champions League. I mean, it's good money. Look, in this scenario, Villa were never going to mess up. I mean, they're not going to lose to Palace most. They might now because it doesn't really matter. But we might as well take 2 down with us, ourselves and Arsenal.
Wait, so you're saying lose the tally? So what? Put yourself in the scenario. Say it was Derby. What would you want? But you don't even hate Derby as much as you hate Man U or something. So I need to put Man U in there instead of Derby, to be honest.
Well, either one, I don't know. I don't like what were we saying? Forest are regularly in the Champions League or not?
It depends on the scenario, man. It really does because, like, if you think like you've got your chance of winning the Champions League or an actual chance of qualifying, the thing is, I didn't think Spurs have really had a chance of qualifying, and they definitely didn't have a chance of winning it next year. So I can see where Spurs fans are coming from.
Yeah, but you get the extra money. You get the money, and then you get the signings.
To do what? To bottle it every year like you do?
Whatever. It's more attractive to go to a club that's in the Champions League than Europa, and the money as well. So, but my point was, look, Villa were not going to bottle it, man. They were going to at least draw to Palace. So it's Spurs' fault before. It wasn't about this game, man. It was about the previous ones where we lost. We lost to Wolves twice this season. We threw it away early, man. Ange needs to stop being so one-dimensional, man. That's the problem with him. He's come in from like Japanese league, Australia, whatever. He's all right, Scotland, but look, you have to be 3D in this league. You can't just only go gung-ho and that's it.
Yeah, but you were moaning about what's his face, Conte being so defensive. Now you got the opposite. You're complaining. Which way would you rather have it?
You got to find that balance, man. You can't. It's not just one way or the other. On FIFA, you can press that left on the D-pad, right on the D-pad, depending on the game. You don't just always have them over the halfway line. So he needs to learn that. But I'm not Ange out. I'm not Ange out or anything like that yet. But I was always questioning, man. Early on in the season, he got knocked out of both cups immediately, and then no one even batted an eyelid. I thought it was horrendous. I think it was Fulham at the time.
Fulham, yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
Nick sounds like he wants to turn. He's thinking about it, isn't it? You can tell.
I will turn him very early next season if he's still doing the exact same stuff.
Interesting. See, Andrew hates Sheffield more than Derby. I mean, Derby is so irrelevant, but Sheffield are now. So I'm back to having one pure hatred club in the same league as me.
You still haven't answered the question, though. What you'd do? Would you want your team to lose? Yes or no?
I don't know, man. I'd need to be in the scenario to say for sure. Why is this idiot calling me? Hold on.
We're
live, Rob. What?
Oh, I was wondering where your unboxing video was.
It's coming, mate. It's coming.
All right, see you later.
All right, bye.
The thing that I would say about this scenario is, look, I think I'm not annoyed at Spurs or the fans or the management because I'd expect the management and the players to want to win and the fans possibly to lose. I think that's the right balance.
Son definitely didn't want to win, man.
What was that, man?
Man, literally, I think you said it to us, but I've never seen him miss that kind of chance. You put him through on goal. I'd rather have him than Kane in that position. He's got a little bit more pace to catch up with the ball. Bizarre. Weird that he went to the keeper's right as well. I mean, usually he'd tuck it into.
See, I agree with
Very
Simon. That's why Simon's saying second, third, and fourth place teams are not champions, so don't deserve playing the Champions League. Old European Cup was far better and more challenging.
Only
Fully
Forest
agree.
can say
That's
that.
why
Only
you
Forest
only
can
have.
say
That's why you only have.
Okay,
two trophies
okay.
in
Let me
the
see
race.
the scenario. Forest finish fourth next year, then you vacate your Champions League spot because you don't want it because it's not fair to win the
That's
Champions
not what
League.
we're saying. That's not what we're saying. We're saying that there's more prestige about it. Nikki's saying Forest fans hate Derby more than any other team on the planet. Yeah, I just feel it's diluted now, man. Like I've moved on. Just keep them. Well, let's hope they get relegated again. I haven't even checked a Derby score in like 2 years.
Thing is, man, like what Simon is describing is kind of like the Club World Cup, and no one gives a crap about that. Just
Exactly. Okay, let's go on. No, Rob, stop with your spoilers and go away. Okay, just stop, man. There's a whole process, you idiot. Right? There's a whole process. And yeah, make sure you check Rob out on. He did the video with Wandering Turnip, showing Nottingham in his blazer in 35 degrees worth of heat. Right. So make sure you check that out. We've got it linked in the community tab. Rob would make a good tour guide. Just needs like a little blue skirt, one of those hats, and he's there. He's done. Anyway, let's move on and start talking about this pointless weekend. In all honesty, well, let's start with the league table, right? Because wrong button. It makes for interesting reading, and I think we pretty much have our winner in Ganscock, man. 372.5 points. And Nick, you've lost your crown.
Lost
for
the crown,
sure.
but
You can't catch him.
crown.
Are you going down that angle? Ten Hag angle. David and
I don't know why you're not scrolling a bit further down because my name is there.
All right, I haven't even like started, man. I'm gonna jump straight to you. It's all about you. Richardson's second. This feels like a bit of a beach party as well. Davies third. Desiree's in fourth. Shanghai, he's gone up 7 though, so there is room for movement. Crocodile up to 6th. Someone there's up 2 places into 7th. We're not going to hear the end of that. Bellafont down 2. Red Always 1, and Call Me Richard makes up the top 10. Where are we?
Ant didn't even get into Europe, man. That's pointless.
Exactly.
He might as well just finish 17th.
Exactly. There's me nicely in the top 20. Nick, you're down a place to 14th. You're in the championship there, man. 23rd, third in the championship there.
And that's where you want to be. It's respectable if you're in top 15.
Martin's made a big move. So's freaking Monk. He's up there. Who's finishing bottom here? Let's have a look. Who hasn't tapped out yet? Still a lot of players. Wooden Spoon goes to Calves. Congrats, Calves, with the Wooden Spoon for last week. So yeah, still loads still in it. My God, what are you doing down here? 106. He's given up. Okay, so there's leaderboard. You can check that out on Super Brew. And then let's get on to these pointless games.
These are pointless. I just wanted to ask. Who do you think's going up then? Southampton, West Brom.
Before we answer that. Jordan, thank you for the 199. Hey, boys, hope you're all good tonight. We are good, man. It's the weekend. Of course, it's going to be good. Thank you so much for your constant support, buddy. Constant support. Right. Who do I want to go up? I don't care as long as it's not Leeds.
Who do you want? Who do you think?
What are the other two? West Brom and Southampton.
That's from Southampton, yeah.
I want Southampton because Sorry Mike, man. I miss Sorry. Chat, do you lot miss Sorry Mike? With his soothing radio voice, man. I'm going back in Southampton.
Yeah, I feel like nobody dislikes Southampton. They're just they've been in the Premier League for so long. I feel like they deserve to.
Yeah, I feel like they're the most 6 points, guaranteed 6 points. Southampton.
Yeah, even Forest got 6 points.
Giant, man. If they get things right, they could go right to the top. So you don't want them Leeds up, definitely not.
Yeah, Leeds seem annoying. Yeah,
Leeds are just they think they're bigger than they are and all this stuff. So yeah, I'm with TSR. He wants Mike for promotion, man. Red and white stripes tonight. They're playing tonight, aren't they? Southampton, good to have them back. No one wants Leeds. Well, there is one person who wants Leeds. I will keep him nameless. Otherwise, he'll be hunted down next time he's at the City ground. But he knows who he is. I hope West Brom come back up. I wouldn't mind West Brom up, to be honest, just because they're a Midlands club. Maybe. Love Surrey.
That's my rule. I'm always like, if they're closer, Forest have to travel less, for example. They'll be less tired, therefore they'll win. It's a standard rule.
I play if they're crapper rule. That's what I want. Love Sorry Mike in his smoking jacket and MGB parked outside. Rob's just advertising his video still. Norwich and Ipswich relegation fodder. Yeah, but I don't know about Ipswich. I think they're going to be the Luton of this year. All right, let's jump into the game, guys. Don't forget to hit the like button if you haven't already. There's just under 200 of you in here. And beach match number 1, Arsenal versus Everton. Is there any hope that Arsenal win this title? And do you want Arsenal to win this title?
Arsenal fans are trying to recruit West Ham, man, and West Ham are just not having it, man. I mean, everything went down to the Spurs game, man, and they actually thought Spurs might get something out of Man City. So West Ham have got no chance. So it's beach versus beach in every game. All 10 games is beach versus beach, man. This is another one. Arsenal have surely got 0 hope, man. Even if West Ham scored 2 in the first half, I still think it would be Man City's title, man, because they're just unstoppable at the moment, man. They got away with another 115 charges. They just get referees' decisions left, right, and centre. The De Bruyne goal was offside. Son goes through on goal and misses. I mean, it's just destined to be their title. So ask them, try as they might. You say Arteta's had a failure of a season. I still think he's a decent manager, even though he hasn't won anything this year. And they're going to win comfortably against Everton, surely.
You're back in Everton. Well, it doesn't matter, does it? Man City beat West Ham. It really doesn't matter.
They definitely beat them, man. Yeah.
You know what?
West Ham was so fully on the beach, man. It's just they're paying for nothing. They don't care.
Yeah, last the wage.
Any of their players playing in the Euros or something like that, where they don't want to get injured, last game of the season for no reason. I don't know. They must have some players in West Ham.
Even though I wanted Arsenal to win the title, I still really would have laughed if Spurs had drawn with Man City and then Arsenal mess up against Everton. That would have just been hilarious. But even though I'm just sadistical, whatever that word is, sadistical like that. Okay, so I'm going to go for, I think just a 2-0 Arsenal.
Yeah. No, last game of the season failed. They're on 3.
Are you still saying Arteta's not a good manager?
I don't rate Arteta at all.
You don't rate
He's a transition manager, is how I'd describe him. They ain't doing nothing with him.
They're saying that Pep is leaving in 2025 and they're eyeing up Arteta already.
That will absolutely mess them up. All right, let's do a couple of comments. I hope it's not too personal, but who do your parents support? My mum's kind of the same as Spurs, really. Back in the day, she'd go to the odd Spurs game. My dad's, he's more into his international football rather than, so he doesn't have a team. I don't know about your parents. Your boy's a Man U fan, isn't he?
Man U through and through, mate. Through and through in the bloodline.
Who's your mum support?
Yeah, token Man U. That's just glory sport. I'd tag her as a glory sport, definitely.
So you take after your mum? No. I
take that back now.
Okay, so that was the first
one. There's 2 non-beach matches, isn't there? Newcastle and Chelsea. They are technically playing.
Man, this guy are trying to big it up like it's non-beached and they can overtake you or something. It's beach, man. It's beach.
You've got Sheffield, man. You got the Vinnie Mac guaranteed win. So there's literally nothing.
Is there any difference if you finish 5th or 6th?
Europa Conference.
Bit more money.
Oh, wait. It all depends on what happens in the FA Cup.
No, Europa is... Yeah. So wait, so 6 would be conference if Man U beat Man City. Okay. Yeah. So that's not never happening. So that's definitely 6 to Europa then.
Yeah, so basically no different. Hopefully there's no qualifying games if you...
Well, yeah, a couple of mil or something extra.
But the other one is Newcastle. So Newcastle could potentially take Chelsea. No? Chelsea mess up against Bournemouth.
Chelsea's goal difference is too good, I think, isn't it?
I don't know.
What's the point difference? Yeah.
Chelsea are on. So quick look here. Chelsea are plus 13. Newcastle 21.
Newcastle are much higher, man.
So who have Chelsea got then?
And also Chelsea's is better than yours. Yours is plus 10.
What,
So
Man
they
U?
could take Spurs. No, they could take Spurs. No, you're -3, mate. I was talking positive. I was talking positive. I don't know. Newcastle will have to win this, but Chelsea could get 5th. But who cares?
They're not going to get 5th, man. We're not going to lose to Sheffield. We're at least draw. Worst case.
For me, it's just avoid the Conference League. Wherever the Conference League falls, avoid that position. That is job one for me over this weekend. So, and it's very unlikely that we get it. Well, it's not.
You're not even going to be in for anything, man. I mean, you're on 50s. You're level with Newcastle. Who have you got? Brighton away.
If Newcastle lose to Brentford and we beat or draw to freaking Brighton, then we're in trouble. That's 7th, man.
So, would you rather take a loss this weekend?
If it avoided conference.
If it avoids conference, yeah.
Yeah, but your conference, if you finish 7th, your conference fate is in your own hands in the FA Cup.
That is true. We've got a backup plan. Break glass ceiling to emergencies. But
yeah, that glass is impenetrable, though.
It's impenetrable, man. That's the problem.
I'm telling you, man, after experiencing it, you do not want to be in that green league, man. It's horrible. Especially
they are apparently revamping the Conference League. So now, like, the Conference League might be this better league. It might be the level of the Europa League or something now. So,
I don't know, man, but I was having like 3 p.m. kickoffs and stuff on a Thursday. It's just not the one.
Oh my God, man! There's so many. Like, what have you lot triggered off? Everyone's talking about who their parents support. All your family supports Forest. Good on them. What international team does your dad follow? He just watches like the World Cups, isn't it, man? The Euros, and then he gets like obsessive with it and watches like every minute of it, and then he doesn't really touch any Premier League or anything like that. He just like whoever tickles his fancy at the time, man. It goes neutral in the game. Why you got a picture of me, Nick?
What?
Why is your thing a picture of me?
Because I'm logged in as you.
Anyway, what was I gonna say? Your mum's a Birmingham shitty fan. Oh my God, they went down. That was for me the highlight of the season. They were in the playoff positions. They bring in pork chop fat boy Rooney. And then they pretty much get relegated from
Rooney.
They're
Rooney
the opposite
on Sky
of Forest.
Sports. Rooney is so funny on Sky Sports. He's been on like the last 3 weeks, and every week he looks like he's progressively getting fatter and fatter, man. He just looks so bad, man.
That suit looks like it's gonna pop, man.
Roy Keane looks younger than him, man. He's got to have 20 years on Roy Keane.
Yeah. No, we don't.
They were all against VAR, weren't they? They want VAR gone. That's just never going to happen. It's the stupidest conversation I've ever heard.
All right, come on.
Go on.
Are we going to do the VAR conversation? Should we do?
All right, VAR is, I want the semi-automated offside, and you can't get one without the other. So it's like a deal, isn't it? 2-for-1 deal. So if you get rid of VAR,
if you're not getting the semi-automated, I don't even get it. Anyone that said they want to get rid of VAR is an idiot. I don't want to have this debate. Just moronic.
Is that because Spurs are the most beneficial club from VAR?
I mean, it's just factual, man, that you're going to get like, yes, they mess up, but you're going to get like 95% correct. Without it, you were getting, and especially the big clubs, you were getting like 60, 70% correct. It's just, that's how it was, man.
You don't think it was better when you knew, though? You knew when the ball went in the net, and you knew when the linesman didn't have his flag up, you knew it was a goal.
Like now, I don't think, man. Everyone's like, oh, it takes longer. I've got plenty of time, man. I've got plenty of time. Just get me the right decision. I don't care. I don't want to be, what if?
There is the other side of that.
Like, if you're at Old Trafford, you want it up because when you were at Old Trafford, you used to get all the decisions. No penalty.
That's why he wants
nothing.
Exactly.
Whereas the smaller clubs got screwed, except for Forest. Well, Forest getting the opposite now.
Fans that say they don't want it because they want that reaction to the goal. I can understand that, but then on the flip side, when you concede a goal, it's like, okay, and let me look back at this again. There's got to be something there. VAR can have a little pick. So you got a little bit of hope.
You can celebrate twice now, man. It's even better.
Yeah,
I want
you're right.
three.
It's like if it goes in against you, you're thinking, come on, purple screen. Come on, purple screen.
Go offside or something, please.
He's about 10 yards on, but maybe there was a foul 10 seconds ago.
Well, Rob's saying VAR has to go, but he's also saying he'd pay 10 to 15 million for Barkley.
Yeah,
Why
there
would
you go.
pay for it?
I mean,
Pay
end of
for it on
conversation.
a free transfer. Man.
Exactly, man. Exactly. It's like
Knowledge right there.
I was building up to the crescendo, mate. You just another spoiler there. Rob, he is out of contract, mate. So yeah, I'm sure his agent will take that 10 to 15 million from you. You know what? It's quite split in the chat so far. I've put a poll up. Get rid 56%, keep 44%. My stance has never changed, and it's exactly what Simon said, and I can't find his message. Now, there, VAR tech is okay. The operators just don't know how to use it correctly or fairly. Yeah, I mean, there's still corruption on there. Rob, he's on a free. He's on a free, Rob. Seriously?
Man, that argument, I don't want to go over this, but it just triggered me. It's like, how can you say you don't want VAR? People are saying, leave it. So they're saying, VAR, they don't know how to manage it, blah, 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 they need to fix it. But instead, you want to put a referee that only sees it live, only from a particular angle, has to make a decision right in that second, and you trust him more than a few people seeing it like 3, 4, 5 times. It just, look, they'll get to get the right result, because then you don't get screwed over as much, except for Forest, but maybe next season will be better.
Forest and Wolves, man. Honestly, it's disgusting.
Yeah, so Wolves are like -17 or something on there.
You say that, but we talk about VAR more than we ever did before there was VAR, man. Like we talk about.
No, we used to always talk about refs. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but that was just your default. Oh, man, you get all decisions. That's
obviously you didn't want to talk about refs.
It takes the pressure off the referees as well, because when they're at the big stadium like Old Trafford, they feel the pressure. They usually crack.
Man, how many times? No wonder, Nick. You want VAR gone, Nick?
I'm not saying I want VAR gone. I'm saying they just need to clear it up. They need to make it better. They need to make it more transparent, man. They need to mic them up like they did the other day against the Man U game, but they didn't do it live. They just showed it a few weeks later. I think they
will soon.
What they've done all season is, man, they've changed over the season. At the start of the season, the VAR was coming in and making decisions, changing the decisions.
Yeah.
And then they switched it. Everyone's like, oh, they're interfering too much. It's meant to be just clear and obvious. So they switched it the other way. Now they don't come in as much. Now they go with the referee most of the time. They need to just set something, go with it, set the precedent, set what handball is, man. No one knows what handball is. Just have it. Look, they tried it in La Liga one year and it failed, whereas literally if it touches your hand, it's handball. That doesn't work. That's one extreme. And
why? That makes more sense though.
No, that doesn't work, man, because it does hit your hand without you knowing. It's not. It's meant to be purposeful handball, intended handball. So
How can you know someone's intention? How can you know someone's intention?
If you look at a clip, most of the time you can tell. You tell me you can't tell most of the time if it's intentional handball.
Oh, I know what handball is and isn't. Everyone else doesn't. For example, Callum Hudson-Odoi and Ashley Young, that was handball.
Yeah, and 50% of the people watched it also said it was accidental. So that's
there you
why.
Go. So then you can't say you know if it's purpose or not.
That's what I'm saying. They need to have the rules set though for certain stuff. They either just get rid of all the ones that kind of look accidental and just leave it to the real obvious ones like Suarez in the freaking World Cup, or instead of just changing it, because they have different rules in the Champions League. We got screwed early in the season, Champions League, so many times with handballs, man. They're not even the same in Europe as they are in the Premier League. So, but that's a different argument.
And saying Varsies, you fucking armchair fans. For us match-going fans, it's horrible. All right, but and on that point, when Forest concede a goal, do you have that moment of maybe it's going to VAR that gives you a little glimmer of not excitement but hope? That's the question. If I reverse that one round,
does he also value the correct decision being made, or just the right one for 2 seconds of sadness or happiness as well?
That's a change they should do, and that's what they're talking about doing. Being a bit more vocal with the stadium, telling them what they're doing. Just mic them up, man, and the ref can say, "Okay, VAR's told me this. I'm having a look at this," and then you know what's going on, man.
Such a hypocrite.
And it's all about the dopamine, man.
He's such a hypocrite. Look, you know what I would do personally for me, all right? The happy medium in this is you use semi-automated for the offsides because that system works. Yeah.
That's coming in though.
You leave the goal line technology, and you do what I said 6 months ago. You give the managers 2 challenges. Yeah. You give them 2 challenges. If they challenge and they've challenged incorrectly, they lose a substitution. If the challenge is held up, they hold on to 2.
Why not do it like tennis? Why not, if you get it right, then you keep your challenge. So you've got
What did I just say? What did I just say?
You just said something about you
losing substitutions for some reason.
I said if they get it wrong, they lose a substitution.
Why? What the
because
hell?
it has to be otherwise or subs or something, because you have to have something that deteriorates them from just time wasting it.
You make a call.
You only get a challenge. That's not going to waste that much. Well, why do you need a challenge anyway? Most of them are checked by VAR.
All right, fine, you lose your challenge. Fine, keep it that simple. No, what I'm saying is you don't have anything going to VAR. The rest of it stays with the ref.
Oh, no. Okay, I see what you're saying. No, that's even the stupid idea. That's even dumber than the substitute idea.
How's that dumber? How's that dumber?
Why? Because VAR's there. You might as well check things while you're going.
Yeah, but that's the problem then, because the manager doesn't definitely know. It's going to delay the game more. And every player that's like diving in the box always says, oh, it's definitely a penalty. Yeah, you got to challenge that. You got to challenge that, man. The challenge will be wasted within like the first 20 minutes of every game. Man.
Okay, and then you don't get to challenge anything. Tell me how that's not better, because you only stop it for semi-automated, which is...
You're going to miss out so many actual red cards or penalties. Or
okay, then that's up to the manager to challenge it.
And then how long do you get to challenge it? You got to wait. Can you wait 5 minutes?
You got to freaking throw the yellow flag in, innit? NFL style.
Terrible idea,
James saying Ant's such a dickhead at times. You are absolutely incorrect. It's all times. You missed the word all on there. I didn't say get rid of it completely. I just said it's horrible at the ground when my team scores. You see, he's added that in now, when my team scores, not when my team concedes. Right?
That's fine, Ant, because you don't have to see that many times during the season with Forest scoring.
Very funny, very funny. Crypto with the £2 and the dullest message he's ever written in a super chat. Man. Hi, mate. You could have WhatsApped me that for free, bro. Thank you with the £2. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on from the okay. Speaking of VAR and the best beneficiaries of it, Man U against Brighton. You on the beach?
You got me questioning whether I want to win this game now, based on the old. I don't know. Last 2 games, there's been slight progress. Ten Hag's figured out that he can actually change his tactics and not leave a massive gap in midfield. And Amrabat's looking like an actual player after not playing him for the last 6 months. So there's a little bit of hope, a little bit of momentum maybe building into the cup final. But I don't know. We're not going to beat Man City, but can we beat Brighton the last game of the season? I'd probably rather rest a few, man, to be honest, ready for the cup final, because we've got Martinez coming back in.
What, so they can lose fresher? Is that what you want?
Yeah, pressure loss. Like lose like 1-0 instead of like 4-0. So I don't know. I'd probably play a few of the youngsters. I don't really care about whether we win or not, but depending on what Newcastle do, I don't know. I'm going to go 1-1 draw, man.
The youngsters look like you're better players these days, man. Yeah, Mainu, Ahmad, Garnacho, all those guys are running the park. Seems.
Well, what did I say every season? What did I say about this, man? I was saying the world-class potential. You won't listen to me, man. I said it about Mainu.
On who?
Mainu, I said, was world-class potential. Hoyland, still pending on that one, but that could happen.
Ahmad and Mainu look decent. I don't know about Hoyland.
Ahmad, irate. Hoyland is he's better off on a Clearasil advert than on a football pitch, man. He is crap. He is absolute crap.
Absolute crap. Based off.
I'm sorry. He is one of the worst. I've nearly got him on Mope's level.
We've literally had our worst Premier League season ever, and he still managed to bag himself, I think, 15, 16 goals, man.
Nine.
Here we go. Yeah. You see how he had to slide past that one.
All competitions. And what was you saying a few months back about Chris Wood's strike rate? Well, Hoyland's is pretty damn good as well, man. So if you're using that as an
argument... Do I rate Chris Wood?
I don't know. You tell me, man. You keep saying
I don't. When have I ever said Chris Wood is Ronaldo, man?
You said he's better than Hoyland.
He is better than Hoyland.
Well, that's just embarrassing.
That's like saying, that's like asking me to, I think Sheffield are better than Derby. Does that mean I think Sheffield are brilliant?
Well, look, he's had barely any chances. He doesn't get any service, and he still bagged himself 15 goals. He scored the other night, coming off the bench within 2 minutes. On his
Who's
wrong
had more
foot.
chances, Chris Wood or Claricel? Who's had more chances?
Who's had more? I don't know, but he's got about a 25% conversion rate, so that's pretty damn good.
Chris Wood's at 38%.
Minimal amount of shots this season because they just don't feed him. So next season is when he's going to kick on. I said it before. I said it again. He's going to be world class. Just like
Crypto's cracking up. You just said world class again. Crypto's definitely cracking up.
You don't listen to what I'm saying.
Are you actually serious? Are you actually being serious about this?
I remember that twist. You lost the bet. You lost the bet. You lost the bet.
Huh?
You got to put your hands up there. You lost the bet to him. Then.
Yep, thank you.
Lost the bet to who?
To Wolverine.
On what? What did you say? Chris Wood have finished on more. How many goals has Chris Wood got? Someone find out.
12.
12.
He's got
okay. 12. Owen's got 15. Thank you.
No, he doesn't. He's got 9.
Oh,
We're talking about Premier League.
Oh, now you changed the criteria.
Premier League predictor review.
15 goals, mate.
How many's Højlund got in the league? How many's he got in the league?
I don't know the stats, but I know he's got 15 overall.
Oh, but you know it's 15, yeah?
15.
Chat, who's better, Chris Wood or Claricel?
He's got 9. He's got 9.
That's
He's
embarrassing.
got 9. Wood's got 12. But obviously, I haven't mentioned yet that I actually won the bet with Sutton on 17. But anyway.
Should have been 18. Should have been 18.
Should have been 18, yeah.
Anyway, I'm going to go for... I kind of want Man U to win this one.
I've just gone for a draw.
I just want Ten Hag.
You've got European players as well, haven't you? Because you don't want to be. They don't want to get injured.
I guess so. I don't know. They're going to want to play.
There he is. I'm cracking up. Our twisters on crack.
What did you get for Newcastle?
I'll see, man. When Højlund's top goal scorer next season.
Newcastle, I went 2-1. I'm doing
2-1.
2-1. All right, let's go to the most significant game of the weekend. Forest going to Burnley.
Can you imagine if this was actually for the relegation? But
I couldn't watch it.
Oh man, I would actually watch the Forest game if that was true, man.
There's no way in hell I could have watched this one. Right. Firstly, let's get the what's the word I'm looking for?
Man, if Burnley had just won one extra game, they'd be on 27 right now. This is for all the marbles. Oh, what a shame.
Let's just get the logistics out of the way here. Right? It's not the right word. I can't remember the word I want for. Our Forest going to blow a 12-goal difference. Are we all in agreement? It can't even happen even by Forest standards. Chat, is anyone worried?
Well, yeah, I forgot that you're even at risk still.
Let's just think about how you would actually manufacture a 12-goal difference crumble, man. You'd have to concede 6 goals.
Yeah, but we've done it before.
Scored 6 goals against Fulham, which is not going to happen. And it's just literally, who's got the most goals? I mean, who's got the most goals scored? Luton will have it if they get 6, I guess.
Yeah, they got more goals, but we got the goal difference. They just need 12.
It's not going to happen, man. Anyone that thinks it might happen.
We did it against Stoke when it was impossible to do it.
Right, would you prefer to lose like 5-0 and then Luton only win?
If you could
Luton
tell me,
Luton win 2-0 and you just stay up by like a goal, that'd be satisfying.
If you could tell me that Forest would definitely, like, I knew that we're going to stay up, I'd love Luton to win 10-0 and Forest to lose.
Yeah, it'd be hilarious.
Just
Absolutely.
to make them like cry more, man. Right, that'd just be funny. And then Forest have the lowest ever record for staying up, which is another record in the books. But like, I don't know. That Stoke one took me a while to get over. Man,
What was that in numbers?
we had such a big goal difference. We just didn't have to lose heavy. We lost, I think it was 4-1. And then Swansea, what was Swansea's score? And then Swansea had to swing the goal difference that time. And I think...
Was it 12? Was it 12 or more?
No, it wasn't 12. I think it was like... What was the chat? It was like 6 or 7. It was like we were so comfortably in the playoffs, man. And we just blew it. Yeah, that one hurt. Yeovil, of course, as they're saying. Hey, Warren, how you doing? Stoke was 4-1, wasn't it? It was 4-1, I think.
So Sunday, 4:30, Forest go down by 2 goals early on. Luton get an early goal. He's starting to worry right there.
No, that's still too much they need, isn't it? Look, I'll be honest with you, right? I'll be honest with you. I can't even see Luton beating Fulham, okay? Let alone getting 12 goals. I expect Luton to lose to Fulham.
Okay? They're at home.
Now, what would be funnier, even funnier, is if Burnley beat Forest like 12-0. Yeah, cheers. I can't remember what the Swansea one was, Rob.
Luton draw.
And Luton lost or drew. Yeah, that would just be
last minute draw. Oh my god,
that'd be hilarious, man.
I'd love something like that to happen, but it's not going to happen. I think you're just going to play. You need Steve Cooper back for one game here. All low block.
Wasn't Cooper in charge of Swansea when it happened, chat? Was he in charge of Swansea at the time? I think he might.
All 11 men in the box. You're not going to. I think you might lose, but not by more than one goal, and that's it. It'll be fine.
I think they got to go out there and show their stuff, man. I would not low block this game. I'd go out there and try to turn on a bit of style, man. I mean, last game.
Yeah.
Why not? Let freaking Nuno play how he wants to play. He spiced it up with the back five recently. Just go out there, play the plays you want to play that maybe stay next year, not the ones that are definitely leaving. And like you said, maybe Sangara gets a game, see what he can do. But the funniest thing on me all season for me, man, this relegation fight was Luton 3-0 up away at Bournemouth, and they throw it away.
Real.
Even if they just got that 1 point there, man, that could have made all the difference.
Wait, 1 second. They're all saying, are we freezing for you guys? It looks fine from my end.
Good for me.
Frozen for you as well. Who's frozen? Who's frozen?
Man, he's just playing you, man.
I don't know. There's a couple saying yes.
Let me check.
They're playing you, man.
Oh, all right. You're not lying. No, it's fine. All right, can someone not troll and tell me? I mean, it's not going through a PC for a start. Simon, you don't usually troll, so I'm trusting Simon. All right, we're just going to carry on.
These guys are all on the beach as well, man.
This only keeps buffering.
Just saying it, man. I've got 2 on Burnley.
I don't know now, man. They're just doing laughing emojis. It's not this. Well, this is on StreamYard, so it's not coming.
I blame Rob, actually. Yeah, it must be Rob, to be honest. He probably put a few wires wrong.
Wait, who's freezing?
Oh, am I going to have to load up the stream myself?
It is buffering a little bit. You got anything running in the background?
This runs through StreamYards. It's not going through the PC. It's fine. Oh, okay. You lot saying now it's fine.
Power through.
All right, let's plow on. Right, this is the biggest match of the weekend. Was loading in. It's okay now. They're all saying okay.
I've got 2 on Burnley.
Thank you, James.
I got 1-1.
1-1.
Down the draw, man. Beach.
Well, we could get some better guests on. I can. I'm getting rid of these 2 for next year. Some breaking news.
Fair enough.
All right, the PC stuff we'll talk about. It'll all be revealed tonight and tomorrow. Okay, don't worry, it's coming. Patience, my young Padawans. Anyway, we're moving on. And no, we didn't trust Rob in the end. Okay, what are you going on this Forest Burnley match?
1-1, man.
2-1 Burnley.
You know who is freezing? Mo is freezing. Is that because Twist is joining Beat the Drop? All right, I'm gonna go.
That's actually quite funny.
Cheeky, man.
I think 11-0 Burnley.
You're not even going to get the warning.
No, 10-0. Sorry, 10. I'm going to 10-0. And then Luton to win 1-0. That'd be funny. New PC is not broken. Shut up, Nicky, man. Shut up. Anyway, okay, let's move on to Chelsea, Bournemouth. Bournemouth are literally on their beach, aren't they?
Look at that, man. Best manager of all time, Mauricio Pochettino. Give him some time. Look what happens, man. Turn them around. Got them playing the football that he wants. They understand. He brought some youngsters in. I mean, come on, man. That's why Spurs should have never got rid of this guy. Should have put faith in him.
Zero credit to Poch, and basically Chelsea should change their name to freaking Cole Palmer FC, man, because that's basically what carries them through every game, man. Literally. Come on. I mean,
Chelsea are looking like Man U from last year, where Rashford had that little purple patch, and everyone's like, "Oh, look at Ten Hag, look at Ten Hag," and then you see the real deal the next season.
Are they going to be
I think
trying to
Chelsea will be top 4 next year, and I think they could push for the title.
Title as well? They need to get another striker other than Nkunku. He's too injury prone.
Nkunku is just one of the best players in the league, man.
I know, but he's too injury prone, man. They need to get someone else.
Yeah,
Pretty sure
they can get Chris Wood or something.
Challenging for the title this year, man. To be fair,
they should have. If Nkunku was fit, they would have challenged. They're going to win this one. They're going to win this one. I think they'll win this one comfortably. I think 3-1. Cover my back. I'm changing this one, by the way. I don't really think that. I'm actually gonna go. Forest are gonna smash someone finally. I'm gonna 4-1. Okay. Palace Villa.
This is the big one right there.
Rich, if you're watching, good luck. I know this game means the world to you because this is huge for Crystal Palace. They need Palace to win and Bournemouth to lose for them to finally not finish 12th. It's a big one for Palace. This would be like a trophy to them. This would be like a trophy. Rich, I am fully behind you. I hope Palace do it for you, mate. If you could finish 11th, that would put you top of the bottom half. And there's probably a trophy for that you can finally put in your cupboard. So best of luck. But they're probably going to lose. They got Villa are on the beach now, though.
They're on the beach, man. They don't want no injuries, safety net. They'll put youngsters out. The bigger question is, where do Eze, Elise, and Mateta go next season?
Elise, right here, right to Old Trafford, man.
Yeah, man,
just like Zidane,
I'm guaranteeing that right now. I'm Vinnie Macking. Elise will be a Manchester United player at the start of next season.
All right, we'll take Eze then, and then Mateta can go to Forest and replace Chris Wood. It's perfect.
I don't know what Mateta, man. I cannot look at that guy, man. The way he tucks that shirt into the shorts, man. It's like he's in primary school, man. Whip the shirt out, man. Stop over tucking them. Even when he celebrates, they're so like tucked in that they don't come out, man. It's ridiculous. It gives me some pure OCD. At least just pull out a little bit. I don't know why it's got to be so tucked in, man. Just check. Next time, now I've said that, you will notice how tucked in his shirt is. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
It's coming out in shorts from underneath, man. It's so funny.
Literally, yeah.
But man, Elise's not a bad shout, Twister. Can I trade him for Eze? Can I trade him for Eze?
Who's better, Elise or Eze? Chat, who's better, Elise or Eze?
His agent get banned or something the other day, so isn't that going to cause issues moving? But you got yourself a good purchase there, Twist, because he's left-footed. He's only 22, whereas
he's younger than
Eze will be 26.
Anything I'm worried about is injury prone. A little bit injury prone, but hopefully, I mean, everyone comes to Man U and gets injured, so he's probably guaranteed to be out for the next season. But
is it true? Have you got the physio from Arsenal or something?
We did at the start of, I think, last season.
Yeah,
this season.
Yeah, and they used to have loads of injuries, and you have loads of injuries.
Yeah, he's meant to be like the specialist of all physios.
Specialist of injury.
Anyway, where are you going here? I'm getting hungry.
I'm getting Palace 2-1.
Palace are on fire. It's got to be behind Man City, the hottest team in the league.
A draw. Elise Southgate's first signing. Exactly. He doesn't even take it. Wait, which one of them's French? One of them's French, isn't it? Is that Eze?
Elise's French, but speaks
Elise's
London.
French.
Elise is French, but yeah, he's full English. He's been
Eze's English.
Eze's English.
All right.
But Elise was born here.
Yeah, I mean, he could play for either. I don't think he's made his decision on. I'm not sure.
Yeah, he played for under-21s France. Yeah,
he's the better.
What's an idiot saying he wants VAR to stay? What complete crap! It's total shit and ruining the game. And no, it's Hetz. So many things wrong, and Alcy didn't intervene when they should have.
I mean, just factually, you get more decisions correct than we used to. That's just a fact.
And calling someone an idiot and spelling also as Alcy is very interesting. Anyway, 1-0. All right, Liverpool Wolves, double beach. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Bang. Big hoo-ha, clap, 4-0. They're going to be all happy, but it means nothing.
Most overrated Premier League manager in history is finally leaving the Premier League. Goodbye, Clark.
And 2-0. Luton, Fulham. I'd love it to happen just for
6-0.
Jones.
6-0.
I'd love it. Oh, you know what? I'm going Fulham to smash them, man. And then Rob Edwards to cry more, man. Cry more. I'm going Fulham for this, man. I'm going like 4-2. 4-2 or
It's
something
hard
like
to
that.
tell on any of these, man. It's just literally who's got the most players on the beach. And you probably should have just done a count on who's actually going to the Euros in each squad, and then you'd have figured out which team was going to win and lose based on who's going to the Euros, man. Because they're going to be the ones that try a lot less.
True. Rob saying, read out my comment about Villa. Don't make me super chat it. I ain't scrolling up, man. Glasner and Palace might get Europe if they spend well this summer. That's what they said last year when they got Roy back. And Palace just do what they can. They have to sack a manager to get 12th. That's just the rule with Palace, and that's what we've seen with them. All right, Man City, West Ham. They're just, it's basically 22 versus 0 on the pitch in this game, isn't it? This is.
I'm going to call it half time. It's going to be 0-0. I'm calling that.
It would be fun if West Ham scored early. At least make it kind of. I mean, Sky are trying to big it up like there's an actual chance, but at least make it slightly interesting if you get a West Ham early goal. Antonio scores, as saying. They've got a few ex-Arsenal boys in there, haven't they? West Ham.
Yeah, but Nicky, are you like trying to say everything you can to annoy me today? I mean, seriously, apart from
Hey.
honestly, I don't know.
And he's sacking us. Well, he couldn't afford our contracts. That's what I said earlier. He couldn't afford. We're like Ross Barkley.
Oh yeah, so chat. Just so you know, this is the last time you'll see these two on screen ever on FFTV.
Couldn't afford me, mate. Couldn't afford me. I'm going to PSG to replace him back.
Back reasons. It's going to be 3-0 comfortable and done by half time, I'm saying. And then, Sheffield. You know what? If you beat Sheffield, you'll give them a full screen of L. To be honest, you're not too far behind. You had 5 L's in the last 7, man.
We only scraped a victory against.
Of course, it would be Forest the W. Of course.
No, we were 1-0 down against these guys in the reverse fixture for ages, and we only scored in the last minute, but to make it 2-1.
So your last win before you saved Forest after messing up Forest was Forest. You went from Forest to Burnley without all.
I mean, in our defence, we played like the top 5 teams, but we played terrible. So whatever.
Looking at that, man, I can kind of see why you Ange out. To be honest, you
I'm not Ange out. Don't try and tag me to Ange out.
Okay. This is.
I'm going 2-1 Spurs. I'm going 2-1 Spurs.
Is that it?
I'm going 4. Giving you 4.
Whatever, man.
I don't know. 5, man. This just reminds me of, do you remember a couple of years ago when you and Arsenal were fighting it out for 4th and you got the crap team you always get the crappiest team of the season.
That was Norwich that day, yeah.
And then that was done by half time. I'm going 5-1, I think there. Cool. All right, that's the Predictor League done. We've got Grumpy Old Reds coming at 8 p.m. tonight. Let me just full screen these boys because this is, I'm not even joking, this is the last time you're going to see them on FFTV. So make sure you wave them goodbye. They're done. And this will be...
Remember I said Hoyland top goal scorer next year. And Elise is definitely signing.
And world class. So, all right, give us your hot take for next season each. Go on, then. So yours is Hoyland, Nick.
Ten Hag staying. He's going to turn the whole thing around. We're going to be I'm not going to get crazy here and say we're going to win the league or anything, but I'm going to say we're going to finish 3rd. Hoyland's going to be potentially top goal scorer. Mainu's going to step up again. Arma's going to step up again. It's going to be a lot better season, and Ten Hag is at the wheel still.
And you wonder why I'm getting rid of him. All right, what's your hot take for next year?
If we get a decent striker in, we'll win the league. If we don't, we're just going to float basically in the same thing that we're doing right now. 6th place. Whatever. It's not really a hot take. Boring take.
That's not.
My hot take will be.
About Spurs, man.
My hot take will be that Man City are not going to win the league, and Pep will leave at the end of the season. That's my hot take. I don't know who will win it though. Villa. Go on then, Villa.
Villa.
You said hot take, man.
Villa.
Hot take, not stupid take, man. I don't actually have a hot take because my hot take is always Forest will get Champions League, but I don't think Forest will next season.
Yeah, I was going to say hot take Forest stay up, but that's just crazy. I think
Here's
Forest
my hot take. Here's my hot take for you.
Forest going down next season, 100%.
No, I'll give you my hot
And
take.
there's not three crappers this season to rely on.
Leeds will lose the playoff final on penalties. There's my hot take.
It's not exactly very hot, but
it's pretty hot. I'd be red hot after that. All right, we'll see you at 8 o'clock tonight for Grumpy Old Reds. Please don't forget to hit that like button if you haven't already. Subscribe to FFTV if you're nude. If you're new. Twist, goodbye. Mo, goodbye. That's the last you'll see of them. You're welcome. Come on, you Reds.